But before I show you the last game, I want to call you all out. Can you make 50 games in one day?
Okay, let's begin. Let's go to game number 1. The first game is a car game. You press the up arrow and the car will start to move. If you crash into the side, the room will restart. So you have to be careful. It is like a little maze. Basically use the left and right arrow keys to turn the vehicle. And the aim is quite simple, it's just to get to the finishing line. Okay, let's go to game number 2. Game number 2 is the same thing basically, but if you know Tron, you basically leave this wall behind. If the enemies crash into it, they will die. If you crash into it, you'll also die. And this time it looks like I'm going to do it, and boom! Game number 3. So this is just a normal car game where you're racing to the end of the track. There are other cars in the way. You can slow down your car by pressing back. You can also speed up by pressing forward. Ooh, which was pretty close there, almost crashed. But it's basically the same sprite that I used before. And voila, I've won. Let's go to game number 4. This is the same basically as game number 3, except it's not other cars. There are walls, and if you crash into the wall, of course the game will restart, or the room will restart anyway. Whoa, that was close. And I didn't make it, but I'm just going to go because I'm not. There's lots of games to show off. Next, game number 5. Is it ready? Game number 4. Yes, game number 5 is just a drawing game. You have 2 colors. You have blue, and you also have red. And you can just draw a little picture of whatever you want. Well, drawing is not really a game, but yeah. Game number 6. So this one, you can actually make the enemy bounce off your drawing, but you can also kill them with the red dot. The aim is just basically, you can kill them quickly. The aim is just to kill them, but you can have some fun just making them bounce or even trapping them, and then you can just kill them afterwards. But basically, this game is just destroy the enemies and it's over. But it's got quite a unique mechanic. Same game. Next, game number 7. So this game, you can clear all the dots by pressing the right mouse button, and the left mouse button will put down a blue dot. If he touches that, he just changes his degrees by 90. And then all you have to do is get him to the finishing line. Let's see, number 7 we did, and let's go to number 8. So this is like a shooter, top-down shooter. Basically, these enemies will chase you if you get too close. And in order to win, you have to kill all of them. Oh, that was close, but I survived. And nope, the game didn't end, so I guess I didn't put a finishing part in this game. Doesn't really matter. Let's go to game number 9. So okay, this is basically the same, except it's Bomberman. Put bombs down to block the walls, and then you have to also kill all the enemies. I think this one though will work. If you kill all the enemies, the game will complete. Blocking in there. Whoa, he got trapped really badly. Okay, let's go to game number 9. That was game number 9. Game number 10. So game number 10 is a zombie shooter. Oh, I lost. There are points, as you can see. And I think to win this one, you have to get 130 points. Also, as time goes by, more zombies start appearing and it becomes more difficult. So to get to 130 is actually quite tough. It's going to take too long. So let's go to that was game number 10. Let's go to game number 11. So game number 11 is like a kid's game. Basically, you take this toothbrush and you have to go slowly. If you go too fast, it comes loose. And you have to basically clean his teeth. Very simple. Okay, game number 12. Game number 12 is another kid's game. You basically have to... Wait a minute. It's not working. That's weird. Usually you can drag these in, but I must have changed code for something else which messed it up, so I'll have to go back to that one later. This one basically you have to just cut in the blocks. Cut in all the blocks, basically get all of the yellow. Rid of the yellow, you'll clear the game. So I want to clear colors 100%, just a little bit, and voila. Next, game number 14. Is it number 14 already? Yes, game number 14. What's this one called? Space Invaders. So basically you have to just destroy all the red blocks. If the red blocks do touch the orange line, then you lose. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. No, I think I will. What? Yes, that was pretty close. I almost lost. Okay, game number 14. Game number 15. I just popped the balloons. Actually, this one you don't have to pop. You just touch it and it will pop. There's no ending to this, it just carries on forever. Okay, let's see, game number 16. So game number 16 is basically Flappy Birds. I did a really bad job with the jumping, or the bouncing, the flapping, the flying, whatever. But I was too lazy to do it any better. So it's a game, it works, and so yeah. Next, game number 16, no, game number 17. This is Frogger. So if you touch this part, which is basically the river, it should have been blue, the room will restart. You have to get onto the logs, basically, and then jump across. I messed up there. And here's our chance. Boom, boom, boom. And so that was 17. Let's go to game 18. When now it's like kind of 2D or platformer games. There's gravity, and you have to get to the end as usual. Except this one, you can't really fight the enemy. This is quite difficult. Just drop here. Wait, whoa, 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 and go. What was that? That was 18. So next is 19. So this one you have to. You can kill the enemy as well. You can also block them, which I'll just do. And then you can just like, I guess, just draw some stairs going all the way to the top, and you can just go up. And voila! Got 20, which is okay. You have to get to the top, riding on the balloons. Yes, I reused a lot of stuff because you must remember that. Oh my word! Okay, there we go. I should first. There we go. Made it. It was a bit buggy, but you know, it's a game. 20. Next, 21. Another 2D type of platformer. This one's got spikes, traps, a trap one. The other one had enemies. This one doesn't have any enemies, so it's a completely different game. Completely different game. Don't touch the spikes. Game number is it? Yeah, this game I've got to fix. I'll fix it and show it to you guys later. Let's go to 22. Okay, so basically just reuse the Flappy Bird's pipes. I put this here so you can get to the higher parts. Obviously, you were supposed to basically jump each time. The jumping was the first plan, then afterwards I realized, okay, I was an idiot. I can just stand here and it's pretty easy. Anyway, that's a game. Next game is 23. Okay, this is like a Mario one, so you can actually jump on the enemy, and they will die. As long as you land on them kind of in the middle-ish, like that. So there's no actual ending, you just have to beat everybody. Next, 24. Okay, we used Bomberman, now in a 2D platformer. A little bit different. Okay, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to wait for him to come here, and then I'm going to trap him. There we go. I don't have to kill them. There's an ending over there. Okay. 24. Next, 25. Okay, this is a maze. Basically, the block follows the mouse pointer, and you have to get to the end. If you hit the side, you die. Room restarts. You win. Well, what game was that? Nope. 25. Yes. 26 is basically the same, but this one it actually sticks to the cursor, so it will follow exactly. 26. 27. 27 is a platformer where you can shoot. And the aim is to kill everything. Oh no, there's an ending, so I don't even have to kill them all. Whoa! I almost died there. And voila. Okay, so I must remember where I am. 25, 27, next is 28. You have to catch. You have to catch the blocks. And actually it's different shapes. Now you see, because I reuse some of the stuff, like I reuse the shapes over here, that's probably messed something up somewhere in that other game. But anyway, basically you just catch them, and I think if they go through the room restarts, yeah. Okay. 27, 28, 29. So now we've got the car game, but it can shoot. So yeah. Where were we? 29. Okay, next 30. Is this? Okay, so now this is exactly the same game, except it's Bomberman car game. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. Bomb 1, okay, 31. Word questionnaire, are you happy with your salary? So, of course, the only way you can win is to say yes. Alright, next 32. This is follows your mouse or your cursor, and you have to try go through the maze. And I came back out the same side that I went in. Okay, so 32. What's 30? 33. 33. So it's the same as 32, except that it's not attaching itself to your cursor. It's following your cursor slowly. And once again, I'll use the same type of cheat, and I made it. Okay, next, 33, 34. Okay, this is a little bit different to the other one. The other one was a shooter. This one you've got a sword, and you basically just have to make sure that you kill the zombies with the sword. Just run them through. Completely different game. Let's go to 35. So 35 is a drawing game. You basically delete bricks to draw your picture. See? And you can also draw smiley face, you can draw hair, you can draw a body, and arms, and voila. Game number 36. Oh, okay, this is also a drawing game. So, but you draw with your character. I think you press space. Oh yeah, space bar. A little bit of a different type of way to draw. And voila, we've got a happy face. And we can also draw a body again. Why not? It's not attached properly, but... And there we go. So, different type of game. And then we go to, that was 36, so 37. Okay, 37. I guess you just have to get the shapes. Can't even remember what games I was making. I just threw all random stuff together. Well, that was 36. Yeah, so 30. No, gee, that was 37. 38. 38. So you basically can't go through the wall, but you can delete it with your mouse, and you have to find the shapes again. It's like a hide and seek type of game. Completely different to the game before. That was 38. So next is 39. This one, so basically if you touch a bigger block, the room restarts, so you have to start with the small blocks, then you can eat the bigger blocks. The bigger one wins. Now I'm big enough to eat everything, so I can just I don't have to go in any order. 39, so 40 is the same thing basically, but yeah, you can kind of move around. It's a little bit more difficult. The other one was more of a test, and then this one I thought, okay, let's turn it into a type of a game as well. We have to go in the right order. Here he comes. I'm going to eat him. Coming to my mouth. Oh yeah, and I won. It was 40. So 41. 41 is, I was really getting lazy. Just a button clicker. But you can still win the game. When you get to 50, because there are 50 games, then yeah, you win. One more click. Boom. See? Next, 42. Oh, okay, so this is like kind of like dropping bombs, and you have to destroy the buildings. Bomb drop, and then there's another bomb drop, but this time it's completely different. As you can see, you drop in bombs on enemies, not on buildings. And I just happened to miss every single one. I can't believe it. Like, what is going on? Oh my word! How on earth can this guy keep surviving? Finally. Okay, so there was 43, 44. What is 44 is like a puzzle game. So basically, you can push these blocks, and all you have to do is push the blocks into those spaces, and boom! I didn't actually make another one of those. I should have made another puzzle one. But anyway, 10 game. So we've got 10 game over here. Oh my word! Do I have actually rocket? Yes, I do. Game 1, and that was 46. Okay, so this is similar to that car game in the beginning, except it's a shooter. And you can shoot these jets. If you get to the end, it finishes. Let's go to 47. So this is the same thing again, except this time you're a tank. There are some tanks chasing you, so if you slow down, they'll catch up. I killed them, so it doesn't matter. Oof. Okay, next that was 46, 47, 48. Boss fight. So you can see I added health bar. So I wasn't completely lazy. I was like, okay, you know what? Since I'm just reusing everything, basically just getting extra health and so on. I mean, I added a new mechanic. You can break through walls. But I was like, you know what? I mean, also add health bar. Oh, I almost died. And you guessed it, 49. same thing. You know, I was so lazy, I didn't even make the player a jet. I was just like, you know what, forget that. I'll just make the boss a jet and everything else will stay exactly the same. Basically, look, I changed the background. And lastly, but not least, one more of these. Game questionnaire. Did you have fun playing these games? Of course you did. They were the greatest games on the planet. And there we go. 50 games in one day. I wouldn't recommend doing this. I do recommend like making lots of small games and testing things out. But trying to make 50 games in one day, it will make you go insane. Okay, I'm busy loading it up again, the 50 games. I just remember I was watching the video that I just recorded and I noticed that, yeah, there was a one game that didn't work. And so that's 49 games. I was like, oh, you know, should I go back and fix that quickly or not? I didn't really feel like it. I can't even remember which game it was. I think it was like, there we go, 12. It was game 12. And I've got to figure out what the problem is over here. So it's with the shapes, obviously. Objects. You can see all the different things I made for this. Instance exists. I'll do the same thing as earlier, which was, what was it? OBJ circle. I'll say if instance does not exist. There we go. It's working now. So you can, as you can see, put it here. It doesn't work. You go here. Boom. We'll just snap in, and we did it. Oh my goodness.